Lopez Obrador They received medical discharge 2 injured by explosion in Hidalgo. President Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador led the news briefing on the events that occurred in Tlalpan, Hidalgo, last Friday. This Sunday 81 wounded, 79 deceased, 2 high for improvement and a voluntary discharge are reported. According to the Secretary of Health, Jorge Alcocer, federal and state authorities will continue this day with visits to the injured who are in the hospitals of Mexico City, State of Mexico and Hidalgo. In addition, he informed that transfers will be made to other hospitals such as the National Institute of Rehabilitation to receive specialized care. As part of the investigations on transparency in the results, the president informed that the day of the incident, after the closing of valves in pipelines when detecting the leak, they were contained in the tubes and in the lower parts and approximated 10,000 barrels. Even though the valves are closed, when there is a warning, there is a lot of fuel left. The first report I had about this is that it was in the pipe. That's why the fire took so long. There were 10,000 barrels left despite the closure. But, in addition, there are low parts, that is this case and others, even, where they put more clandestine shots in the lower parts. It is going to correspond to the prosecutor's office not to investigate it. What time did the valve close? Who gave the notice? If it was acted on in time. All. It is to investigate everything, not discard any hypothesis and tell the truth, explained the chief executive. Along with the head of the Attorney General's office, FGR, Alejandro Guzmán, the president informed that they are waiving the approval of the reform for the application of the figure of extinction of ownership of properties linked to criminal activities, like the theft of hydrocarbons. Of course, the law will be applied. And that is why we are proposing that the legislature approve the reform for domain extinction, for fuel theft, for corruption, serious crimes without bail. Starting tomorrow, the FGR will issue telephone numbers and centers so that the population can come forward to report the theft of fuel, with the confidence that they will receive protection and secrecy. The proceedings so far carried out give first hypotheses, so that a final version of the facts cannot be issued. However, the prosecutor said that those responsible for the tragedy will be sought and that the communities will not be victimized. The president reiterated that the performance of the armed forces was correct and will work on the revision and improvement of the protocols in situations like last Friday in Tlalpan. He affirmed that the Attorney General's Office of the Republic will operate independently. Although we must coordinate and cooperate, the Office of the Prosecutor is an autonomous body. We will never give orientation or slogan to retaliate or fabricate crimes. The president is not going to give instructions to the prosecutor, he said. He recalled that in the coming days he will visit towns bordering the Tuxpan-Azcapotzalco pipeline to make a call not to participate in the theft of fuels and offer alternatives for well-being and development. In the plan against fuel theft, we are not going to back down. We are not going to give up. We create an environment of trust. Pemex will be strengthened as a strategic state company and this will substantially improve its finances, he emphasized.